I want to read something to you for a second. The president participated in a conspiracy to monetize his office of public trust to enrich his family. The president's participation in this conspiracy to enrich his family constitutes impeachable conduct. By monetizing his office for his family's benefit, he abused his office of public trust, placing the welfare of his family ahead of the welfare of the United States. He also put foreign interests ahead of the interests of the American people. The totality of the corrupt conduct uncovered by this committee is egregious. The president conspired to commit influence peddling and grift. In doing so, he abused his office, and by repeatedly lying about his abuse of office, has defrauded the United States to enrich his family. Not one of these transactions would have occurred but for his official position in the United States government. This pattern of conduct ensured his family, who provided no legitimate services, lived a lavish lifestyle. Who do you think wrote that? Who do you think it was about? If your answer is congressional Democrats about Donald Trump, you're sorely mistaken. No, those words were the words of Republicans on the House Oversight, Judiciary, and Ways and Means Committees. And they weren't about Donald Trump in 2026. They were about Joe Biden in 2024. Upon release of the report, Judiciary Committee Chairman, Republican Jim Jordan of Ohio, proclaimed, "Our impeachment inquiry shows conclusively that Joe Biden abused his public office for the private financial benefit of the Biden family and Biden business associates." House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, Republican of Kentucky, boasted, "The evidence produced by our impeachment inquiry is the strongest case for impeachment of a sitting president the House of Representatives has ever investigated. Americans now know Joe Biden was the brand the Bidens sold around the world to enrich the Biden family, and Joe Biden knew of, benefited from, and participated in his family's influence peddling schemes." House Ways and Means Committee Chairman Jason Smith, the Republican of Ohio, added, "We will not tolerate a two-tiered system of justice, one for the wealthy and politically connected, and one for everyone else." Now, I actually happen to agree with Chairman Smith that we should not have double standards that protect the wealthy and politically connected, while everyone else is held to a different level of scrutiny and accountability. And so I'm left to wonder what Chairman Smith, Comer, and Jordan make of headlines like the Washington Post had from 5 days ago. "Trump's sons heavily invest in defense tech as father's administration pours money in." Or this one from Yahoo Finance just 3 days ago. "Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump's investment firms are tied to $6.3 billion in Pentagon contracts," watchdogs warn. ProPublica reported a month ago that the White House intervened to get a $620 million deal for a company tied to Donald Trump Jr. New York Times reported that the president pulled in $2 billion since returning to office. The BBC reported that Trump made more than $1 billion from crypto in his first year back in office. And just this week, CNBC reported that Trump Media pitched a $100,000 monthly fee for the fastest feed of his U.S. president's posts. The list goes on, but you get the point. And so we're left to ask the question, if Republicans believe that Joe Biden's so-called abuse of office for private financial benefit was in fact the strongest case of impeachment for United States history, what does that say about Donald Trump and his family's conduct? Where are Jordan, Comer, and Smith now? Where are their concerns about using the presidency to financially benefit an entire family? Where are the bold pronouncements about a two-tier justice system protecting the privileged and politically connected? And why aren't the media asking Chairman Jordan, Comer, and Smith about this every single day? Either they believe what they said about Joe Biden and will hold Donald Trump to the same, I guess we'll call it standard, or they're completely full of shit and have no problem with influence peddling and a two-tier justice system, just as long as they are the ones benefiting from our break system.